Hello everyone, let's make this moist fluffy chocolate cake, and it's so easy to make. Let's dive into the making. First, I'm going to grease this pan, and I'm using my homemade cake pan grease free. You can check down the page to see the full recipe and the video to watch. So because it's chocolate cake, I'm going to add some baking paper on the down of my pan. In our bowl, we are going to add all-purpose flour, some baking powder, some baking soda, and also we're going to add some salt to it. And we are adding our cocoa powder here, and also some granulated sugar. This dry ingredient, we are just going to make sure we stir them together. It's very easy, and this cake is fluffy and is very moist. So now that I've mixed everything together, we are going to add our wet ingredient on top. So here I'm adding my whole egg at room temperature and some plain yogurt inside this bowl. And also I'm adding my vegetable oil, odorless vegetable oil, and some vanilla flavor. And I'm going to mix everything together. This mixture will not take me more than 4 minutes, 3 minutes. I'm done. What we are looking for, just make sure everything is well combined. This recipe is so easy to make, and is so moist, and also is very light. So here you see me, I'm removing my hand wicks. You don't need a stand mixer or hand mixer, but if you have, you can use them to make it, no problem with that. So here I'm just using my hand wicks to make sure I bring everything together, and use my spatula to bring everything once I've finished with my hand mix. So here is my baking pan, and I always like putting my baking pan inside my baking tray because it makes it so easy. When I'm bringing the cakes out of the oven, it's easy for me to bring out. And here I'm going to divide this cake batter into this 6 inches pan that I'm using here. When I finish sharing this cake batter on this tray pan, I will take this cake batter and weigh it on my scale to make sure the 3 cakes, they are the same level, so that when I finish baking, they are the same height. So here my cake batter is ready, and each of the cake batter is weighing 400 grams of butter. So I'm going to take this into my oven and bake it and make sure it's cooked and it's done and it's ready. So here my cakes are ready, and when I put my toothpick, it comes out clean. So then you know your cake is ready. So I'm just going to remove this after 5 minutes for on top of my cake rack to finally cool down before I add my buttercream or whichever frosting you are using. So make sure the cake is cooled down before doing that. Here I'm just removing the wax paper, the baking paper that I put on top of the down of the pan before I baked the cake. So here is my chocolate, easy chocolate recipe frosting. It's very easy to make. You can check down the page. You are going to see the video and the recipe to watch. Here I'm going to use the chocolate frosting to make sure I cover this cake. I've already sliced this cake. I've removed the top because I want it to be flat, a bit flatter than the way it came from the oven. So, and also I've applied some simple syrup. If you don't know how to make simple syrup, check down the page. You are going to see the full recipe and the full video to watch. So here our cake is ready, and I'm slicing it to show you how this cake looks like. If this is your first time you are coming across my video, you are welcome. Here is easy delicious recipe. Please follow me for more video by clicking on the subscribe button, so that whenever I post a new video, you get notification. And if also you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Look at how our beautiful cake is looking, and it's so moist, so light and it also so fluffy. I know my beautiful fans can make this, and I will see you in my next video. See you. Bye.